Let's get on to Bellew of the Weeks, for goodness sake. Episode 558. Rob's here. Andy's here. Matty. And me, Steve. I don't know what to play us in, but let's find something quickly. Oh, here we are. The Guardy will do.
Yeah.
One of the things on my list here to ask you about is you've got a massive tattoos on your legs, yeah? Tell us about the tattoos. All right, there they are. Oh, there we go. Wow.
Yeah, actually, I do.
Tell us about the tattoos.
Okay, well, I mean, I got tattoos on my arms as well, but so I've got a dragon, and I mainly got that one, honestly, for art. But then I've got the phoenix. I've got to show you this, if you don't mind.
Okay, I'm sure no one will mind.
So that's a phoenix, if you can tell.
Yes, I can see the phoenix, yeah.
Yep. And that is like, I don't know if you know, obviously everyone knows about a phoenix, but a phoenix is the rise of the phoenix. You rise from the ashes, you know what I mean?
So it's symbolic for you?
It's symbolic. Yeah, definitely the phoenix is definitely symbolic for me.
Will you stand says, can you clip the guard sniffing MJP, please? You're behind us, Chuck. We saw that the other week.
You need to get up on his Francesca Hennessy fucking Instagram clip. She's teenage, she's powerful.
And Matty says she lives on a dark street.
Yeah. Jesus.
Everything Gad's looking for in a woman.
Oh.
Fucking savages.
I listened back, Matty. I laughed when you said that, man. Brutal bastard, like poor Gab.
Glad it's so memorable for you, Steve. I'm glad it's never like any of my breakdowns of a fight or anything like that.
No, we forget all that shit instantly. The odd time, even the sun shines on the dog's eyes the odd day. You get me?
I like to remember those moments, Rob, because they're so few and far between.
Oh dear. Anyway, let's see what we've got here.
I have left
after killing me with the deaf boxer, honestly, after killing me with that one fucking head.
Is that the Bellew of the Week? Just the fact
that
brilliant.
Deaf boxer, can't believe the fucking boxing such a shit show to let a fella who's deaf fight in a sport where you need to hear the bell. I can't. Anyway, go ahead.
I'd worry more for a blind boxer, to be fair.
Well, leave it up to Conor Benn. You're going to see a lot of them. But they won't see you.
Well, there's plenty to see there anyway, Andy.
Ooh.
I think that was in Boston, you know. I think, was that the Andrade Saunders?
It's a number of years ago, like.
I think it was. Remember
golf jumper. He's just probably wondering what her handicap is.
She has a memorable face.
I think it's a Pringle jumper, that one, actually, to be fair.
But her handicap is back pain, Rob.
She's a beautiful woman, and she's obviously very talented because we've seen her around a lot since this interview.
Vince McMahon would approve of her.
Oh, she was brought in, all right.
Maybe she was made to disappear after that moment, Rob.
Cut is genuine.
Let's go back to September 2013. Tyson Fury was given off. The cut is genuine. Correct, you can't box with the cut.
Smith-O reposted.
Correct, has to be cancelled. That's why he's cut, Rob, so he can pull out shithouse.
I actually, at the time, I believe David Hay had fucking pulled out of the fight because he didn't want it. So I can't really sit here now and criticize the people who were saying the same about Fury. Like, it looks a bit spooky, but to me, the stakes are too high, and the fact that the rematch date is set so quickly, just lead me to believe that the cut is genuine. But whatever, I get you. We're in Bellew of the Week territory. This is not time to be serious.
Yeah, let's slag some people off, like Keith Thurman, Matty. Thurman, March 30th, is about proving is forever, will be one of the greatest fighters in boxing. Well, he has an endorsement from Rick Glazer. He says, if you're going to bet on the 11-1 underdog, Keith Thurman, note the quickly receding hairline. Not a good sign for the completely inactive Thurman. Shake my head.
Rick Glazer, man, what a legend. He's fucking shooting up the dead there, isn't he? Fucking hell. Thurman hasn't had that much of a pounding since.
I'll just bring my one forward on this one because I was going to put up a Keith Thurman one as well, mate, because Tim Tszyu just left Australia. I think it was just late last week, and he gave an interview at the airport, and it's like hashtag pray for Thurman. Like, he is on but it could be pretty brutal. I'm assuming Matty's going to be agreeing with me here.
This shit is like $70 pay-per-view in the States, by the way. What the fuck is Heyman thinking? This is their debut on Amazon, isn't it?
Rob, you're 100% right, and I will be not watching this fight.
No,
Ooh.
seriously, like they're taking a piss with that, and even the undercard, I think is it Raleigh and fucking Cruz is the undercard, and Tim Zoo and Keith Thurman is the main. They're wanting $70 for that on Amazon. Good luck. Fucking wasn't it? What's homie Jeff Bezos will be fucking getting rid of Al Heyman fucking quicker than liquor. Jesus Christ.
Where's the fucking primer here? You know, like I paid probably more money for worse cards at the end of the day. But the fact of the matter is, this is your kickoff, a pay-per-view. You're asking me for more money right out of the gate. It's not
You're
part of the subscription.
wanting Keith Thurman, who hasn't fought in fucking God knows when, at 154, fighting an Australian on fucking American pay-per-view on Amazon. I can't help it. That's a fucking Bellew of the week in itself, that one. Uncle Al.
I hope it tanks. I hope it just absolutely fails.
It's gonna
that's a bit
fucking
mean
Tank
spirited,
Davis.
Matty.
It's yeah, I don't know. It's a total bummer because I love Keith. I don't count him out in this fight, but if I'm watching it, it's going to be because maybe I'll take a drive up to the casino and play some blackjack and hang out in the sports betting room.
Like it.
There you are. Should have done that last night at Conor Benn's fight.
I'm sure that's what most people were doing instead of being at the fight, Steve.
I'm sure they were. Josh Ford says you got to love a bit of Rick Glazer. Well, not for everybody, unfortunately. Talking of mean-spirited, have you come across the "Is Rick Glazer dead yet?" Twitter account? Who can the fuck come up with this?
Fuck's sake, man. I'm going to see if that account still exists. When did that come up?
I don't know.
Rick Glazer.
No. There's some mad bastards about it.
Get a life for yourselves.
What the?
Look at the header image, says MB. Oh gosh, man. Some madman about. Conor Benn was fighting this weekend. We've got a little Conor Benn mega mix for you, Andy. Conor wants mega fight with Devin Haney in the UK was one of them. We had the Conor Benn round table there. Look, they all look delighted to be there, don't they? Then we had Conor saying we could make the Crawford fight next. That was another one there. And then a spin in a positive. Conor said it's exciting to have 4 Essex boys going to Vegas with George, Jimmy, and Johnny Fisher and his Bosch army. I don't think that's been done before, and it shows the opportunities that have presented themselves throughout the process. First Orlando, now fighting in Sin City. It's great to fight in the States and get my name out over there. There you are, and to all the haters. This is an opportunity for Conor.
Yeah, dude, fight in front of 1,000 people. That's what it's all about, Well, I thought it was that big a star, that the big names would be fighting in the T-Mobile, I think it is.
Get him in there.
He's earning the big money. The Bosch Army, though.
Yeah, failing a drugs test allegedly doesn't have to be a negative, Andy. I think that's the message here.
2 drugs test, mate. Get it right.
Sorry, 2 drugs test.
I wonder how many members of the Bosch army it takes to not be able to use a regular elevator and have to use the freight option.
The one at the back where they carry the food up and the truck things.
Yeah, that's a safe place for them to be. We're going to be going single file today, folks.
Oh, dear me. It was Landy Lawrence here. He said, I'm the modern day Hopkins. I can keep doing this for years. I'm not sure what this is, Matty, because it ain't fighting, that's for sure, anyway.
El Sopi Cubano.
Isn't he on that card you were talking about? He's fighting Zarafa, isn't he? On that
Yes.
card?
Is he like the fucking
Danny
160-pound
Garcia,
champion at some?
Zarafa.
Is he like fucking middleweight champion or something? Nobody cares about middleweights anymore. It's fucking crazy.
And you've got that Fundora's facing. Is he called Sergey
Bohchuk? That's a decent fight.
I've just seen it here. Actually.
It's not a bad. I'm telling you, it's not a bad card. The bullshit is asking for a pay-per-view out of the gate to introduce yourself as a platform for boxing. Suck my dick.
Yeah, but see, they also got caught out with that as well, because that's how they started it off free. Remember, we used to in the very early days of the PBC, we used to get it on ITV over here, and then it just.
I think we only got one, maybe 2 cards ever. Didn't we? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think so. But one of them was quite a big fight, I'm sure.
Wasn't Cruz Javonta on, or that was Channel 5, wasn't it? I think showed that.
I can't mind.
They did,
That's more recent memory after they've done some things. The kickoff, when over here, I mean, they had it on like 4 different channels, and it was ridiculous. Like you could see like none of them over where you guys are.
Yeah. What a shame. Here's one for you, Rob. Shakura, I know you're a big fan. Well, Navarrete's promoter isn't. Navarrete's promoter on Shakur Stevenson. He's more boring than Mass at 3 in the afternoon.
I'm not sure which one I want to go to be honest with you.
I don't know. By 3 o'clock, you can get a pretty good buzz on. I'd say 3 o'clock mass is
Well,
more fun in the morning.
I'm what they call a lapsed Catholic, aren't I? Like, so I don't fucking really subscribe to the views of the church or whatever. But the odd time I have to turn up for weddings and funerals, but I always get confused at the part where you have to kneel or stand up or whatever. So I just end up like slumping back onto the seat. My missus making faces at me and all that because I don't know the routine. So don't come to me about mass at 3 in the afternoon. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Last time I was in the chapel was at my uncle's funeral. And he's fucking my other uncle, seen them going round about the coffin with the holy water and sprinkling about the place how they do it with that kind of, I don't know what he is, but they're fucking throwing it at the coffin. It fucking landed on him. You thought he was going to fucking melt.
Well, one of the last ones I was at was my uncle's funeral, and he wrote his own eulogy. He got his son-in-law to read it out, and I said,
That's awesome.
"Thanks everybody for coming, and if you didn't make it, don't worry, I'm not going to be at yours."
There we go. Good bit of banter. I'm not sure who this guy is, Justin Gaither or something, but someone put this in.
MMA fighter.
UFC
Yeah.
guy.
Well,
Didn't
this is
McGregor beat him up or something?
Well, he might have got beaten up too hard, Rob, because this is a suspicious tweet. I wonder who wrote this for him. He said, "Blessed MMA, brother, you know don't when hit that I so when knocked down. Who to title Vegas? Remember to the chin. I remember."
Isaac. Win.
It looks like
Oh, yeah,
Isaac could be a bit
Gotta
there.
be Isak at it there.
You worry like if
bums.
this is a religion that's spreading or something, and we're getting caught off guard.
like Buatsi and Aziz, two bums.
To bums. Oh dear, yeah, I think Isaac must have written that one. It's happening this Saturday in Santa
Oh, I
Cruz,
sent you this,
Bolivia. Saul El Phoenix Assassino Farrah
Ooh.
faces Rosendo Mercado for the 9th time in a heavyweight grudge match. This time it's personal.
I think
mate.
this time might be the time Rosendo has his number.
Yeah, and by the way, it's their 9th time meeting, and I think Rosendo's current record is 2-10.
But yeah, well,
Well,
you
no, this is
remember
going to be his
by-
Marquez moment. This one is when he's going to catch him with the fucking overhand right, fly Sal Farrah's head back to fucking Bolivia.
Was this the asshole that kicked him when he was on the canvas?
Let's hope so.
Or...
Oh, it might have been, you know.
I don't think
no.
it was.
That was a that was a debutant MMA
was
fighter
Pedro-
who didn't
that
know
was
that you're not
Pedro
supposed to
somebody.
kick him when they fall on the
Yeah.
ground, wasn't it?
But
That was
you-
Pedro, somebody called him. I'm
You
going
got
to
to ask the major questions: who is the promoter? Who's the referee? Who's the judges in this fight?
Oh, hang on. The fight has... Huh? It's not even on BoxRec. Nothing's on BoxRec since 2020.
Who for Sal Farrah?
Yeah, the last...
Not paying the
Ah,
fucking-
must be
he's not
somebody
paying the
should do.
sanction fees.
All right, the
That's what it would be.
last fight is against Rosendo Mercado. I'm not sure which fight that was in the... It was a 12-rounder in 2020.
Are you trying
Alright.
to say Sal Farrah has made off with the fucking sanctioning fees from the Bolivian Boxing Association, Steve? Is that what you're trying to get at?
Well, you know the way on BoxRec, Rob, you have like Box Pro, Amateur and stuff. On his, you have Box Pro, Referee, Matchmaker, Promoter. They're all the tabs.
I love the way it's called.
See if he won or not.
Riesgo Total, and the two lads, like one looks like a young Billy Joe Saunders and the other lad looks like Douglas Murray. They're going to have a fight on the fucking undercard, these two.
Hi,
Sabado.
Farrah is refereeing all the fights between the guys that. So Farrah has like 15 fights with Esteban Hillman Tababare, and then he has another pile of fights against Cesar Mamane. But he also refereed a fight between Tababare and Mamane.
Shit to do.
You remember that time
Nothing
he
suspicious there.
he launched his belt at somebody in some shitty weekend of conference room, and it sounded like a fucking brick hit the wall. Eh? You dirty bastard.
Sounds like a fucking wrestling match where like the other one guy will end up getting dropped and he'll be counting and then
It
he'll
sounds.
just stop
Do you know
counting
what it
and
sounds like?
put the
It sounds
dude that
like a
dropped
great
him off
life.
and pile drive him.
It sounds like a great life, don't it? Like you're making up your own heavyweight titles and all. You're going off to fight for him. You're refereeing. You come back to miss. What you do for the week? I just won the fucking Bolivian heavyweight title, baby. I'm fucking going places. Do you know what I mean? It's like fucking. He's fucking creating his own reality, kind of, isn't he, Sal Farrah? Like,
Well, and I'd bet dollars to donuts that more people will be at this event than were at Conor Benn's fight.
Probably will be, to be honest.
Conor Benn
Pedro-
probably called for him pretty soon.
Pedro
Wait long enough.
Tabares, Andy. That's the one. Pedro Tabares.
Yeah.
He's the guy
All
who kicked
roads
him on the
lead to
floor.
Sal Farrah.
Yeah. Oscar De La Hoya, congratulations on what you accomplished, Shakur Stevenson. Now time to vacate the title. Really enjoyed your career.
Shit
Good
house,
man, Oscar, you fucking fake ab having shit out shit.
Oscar knows the score. He knows what's all happening.
That
He'll
was
be
good
back
work
once
from
he's
him.
got.
He might return yet. Someone pitted him prime for prime. against Campbell Hatton for boxing home.
Yeah, I'll
The
tell you one
golden
thing about
shower versus the golden boy.
it would be interesting to see what Eddie does with him next because he can't be far off. I'm not going to be tempting fate, but but if Eddie can't get him winning semi-decent fights this year, he's going to be looking at releasing them surely.
No, I don't know what he's going to do with him. Put him in against Conor. Hatton versus Ben.
Nah.
But
Hands
Conor
are
would
foam
probably tell you.
against.
But Conor would probably tell you that Campbell's has only as many fights as Conor has knockouts. Why would he do that?
Hands of foam versus hands of clone. Good old Conor. He's loving life. Right.
Can't break an egg versus the king of eggs.
Good stuff. Malignaggi believes Kambosos will get dominated against Lomachenko. Should retire afterwards. Kambosos wasn't too happy. He said, and I believe you haven't been relevant since 2013 when AB took your girl and belt. You've been beaten up by MMA fighters in bare knuckle and sparring and kicked out of events since. You believe your own bullshit. Got one thing right, though. Kambosos depositing another hefty check.
I tell you what, he took that personally, Kambosos.
Stop bragging about my side piece.
Like,
You're a pussy.
Just on Polly, right? Go on to the Pro Box TV YouTube account and go back to run about the fight. They were talking about the stoppage with Tony Weeks. Remember that shocking stoppage? What fight was it again? Anyways, Polly goes on about actually asks the question if Tony Weeks has got a gambling addiction. Right? It is fucking hilarious, man.
Oh, he's a mental case.
Yes.
As in terms of calling the sport, he's the best in the biz. By far, I think he's the best analyst,
He
best
goes
commentator.
off in some he goes
But
off in some
as a
fucking
person,
rabbit holes.
He's a man. People forget in the aftermath of him losing to Broner when he had them, stop bragging about my side piece. You don't get pussy. He then said, it's very clear. It's very clear. Al Heyman, this judge is a New York judge. He's in Al Heyman's pocket. Blah, blah, blah. Next week, sign with Al Heyman. The next week, he signed with the PBC. He's a fucking shameless maniac. And that whole shit with Conor McGregor, it was embarrassing. And that's what knocked him off his perch, along with some...
Release the footage, baby.
Yeah, along with some crazy leanings that he has on Twitter or whatever. But fair play to Kambosos. As bad as he is in the ring, he's good on Twitter. He's very good on Twitter.
Kind of phrase, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mental.
That check. That should have been Maxi Hughes' hefty check. Anyway, we'll move on.
Yeah, you could have had Lomachenko in the UK. You guys got fucked.
Well, he came before to
He
fight.
came fight Luke Campbell, didn't he? Campbell did okay in that fight.
He did indeed. Yes, absolutely. Who wins? Fan scorecard. Ben 15%, Spence 85%. Then I think was it David Palmer nominated the 15% who voted for Ben. Although you don't know what kind of condition Spence is in at the moment. You just never know, do you?
It's so great though. 17 out of 20 people think that he can't beat a guy who's flown a car through the air, has a detached retina, who's recovering
got
from cataract surgery.
Shit beaten out of him by Bull Crawford in a fucking career-ending fucking performance, but he still beat Conor Benn.
Ricky Graville sent this one in to me. Tyson Fury. Can't help getting injured in sparring, but what I can say was Usyk was in trouble. And then Coney jumped in and said either he's on a massive blag or he only owns one pair of boxing shorts.
I've seen this by this is so well because and they started going on about his phone. I think they kind of model a phone and then somehow
that's right, yeah.
They went and checked to see what year the model had been released. I'm like, weirdos, man. This is it. This is the one.
Aye. That phone on the wall.
People are trying to fucking insinuate that Tyson Fury is somewhat dishonest.
Disgusting, Rob. Disgusting.
Get a life.
Who was it? Was it Fat Dan who went on about he rhymed off all the no, it was Chris Lloyd, that's who it was. Tell me you got Chris Lloyd's list of offences.
I don't think so, no, I don't think I've got him.
Richard D. Hall is making a documentary about it as we speak.
Out in Saudi, climbing up walls and stuff.
What's Anthony Crawler doing out there?
Andy Crawler's in the gym with a fucking body cam on him.
There's Manny McCann.
There was a lot. There was a lot of people saying as like the conspiracy theory has gone down a lot of rabbit holes. Like you've got Dave Allen coming out saying that he never spars with headgear, but in the video he's sparring with headgear. You've got like people claiming it's Jay Apatow. You've got like Tyan Boots saying he clearly fucking doesn't get hit with the elbow. Yeah, like that's on stage and that he walks back to the camera. I don't know. Like I just think he got caught in sparring. Like it's probably
what's made believable. Tyson Fury slashed himself, or Jay Opataya actually elbowing him.
Look, I just think you put shit out in the atmosphere. Sometimes it comes back to bite you. I think that's more something to do with that. Like,
Absolutely. Well, that could go for Mauricio Suleiman as well in our final but one. A bit of perspective here. Mauricio tweeted out a sad and difficult day in boxing as Japanese boxer Kazuki Anaguchi died from injuries sustained during his fight in December. Tyson Fury was cut during sparring. This Ring of Fire was postponed, and Carl Weathers, who played Apollo Creed, died at 76. So a couple of deaths.
there is one tomorrow.
They always come in threes there, Steve.
You know, talking about, see when you mentioned Mauricio Suleiman, I was going to say to myself before he even popped up with that, I said he would be on his knees crying at that news, by the way, and then literally
Gutted.
What one do you think bothers him the most?
Oh,
the Fury Cup.
exactly.
Well,
sanctioningfee.com.
Well, he's in mourning clearly over the Fury Cup because he's mentioned it in the same breath as two dates. Jesus. Fucking hell. There's a lad who died last week.
Oh dear. Right, Matty, I can't remember if it was you or someone tagged me into this as well. We'll go through it as quick as we can, but the wordsmith that is Walter over talking about DAZN. I thought this was very good actually. Walter went in on DAZN over on, what is it, Trustpilot or something. He says a standing ovation for DAZN, masters of the subscription bait and switch. And then he says, congratulations, DAZN, you've earned a full 5-star rating from me, but not for the reasons you'd hope. I'm awarding you for being undisputed champions in the art of misleading subscriptions. Take a bow for your exceptional performance in the world of subscription deception, entrapping customers like myself into a 12-month maze with no clear exit. And then he got chucked into them. He says, I thought signing up for a one-time boxing event was a straight jab, clear and direct, but in a twist more complex than any fight strategy. I found myself caught in a 12-month chokehold, draining funds from my account monthly. He goes on, does Walter. Don't mention you're feeling scammed, etc., etc. Sneaky fine print. They draw you in and lock the door, so be wise and keep your eyes wide open, says Walter. He goes on again. He says at the end, with their rapid-fire chat closures and stonewalling tactics, one can't help but wonder if they're not just machines programmed in the art of customer discontent rather than human beings capable of empathy and assistance. There you go.
That is some fantastic.
That's funny, by the way, because I was searching the Conor Benn fucking name last night on Twitter to see what American Twitter was saying, and they're all flaming him. But somebody was like, "Hey, DAZN, I paid for this service, and I keep sending you my bank statement to show that you're taking the money, but I'm receiving legal letters. Please sort this out." So not only are they locking people into contracts, they're chasing them for the payments as well.
Fucking cut them off at the source. Change your bank account.
Just block their fucking exactly. This guy's
go
going
to the
too far.
Just go to the bank and tell them to fucking end the fucking payments. Instruct, fuck Jesus, man.
Exactly. Take it back to the days of Box Nation. You know how to do this, boxing fans.
Yeah, the Box Nation. But there you go. That's Walter anyway. Right.
Box Nation was like the mafia. You were never leaving that, man. It was fucking. There was only one way out.
You remember a few years ago how there were just multiple documentaries that came out within months of each other about the Fire Festival and all the fucking bullshit behind it. Don't you get the hunch that there's going to be a bunch of documentaries about DAZN in the coming years?
With Eddie.
No one will see him.
See if I took the time to send that review, by the way, or it wouldn't be polite as that. It would be full of fucking everything.
Walter throwing bombs. Andy, who you got? Any nominations this week?
I'm a bank for trying to. I have interest in my credit card statement, by the way. I went through them like, I tell you what, mate.
No prisoners.
Oh, I was just standing for it, mate. You fucking. Hey, you want to get money out of me? You better be on your P's and Q's. You better know what you're asking for, because you ain't fucking getting it out of me unless it's fucking legit, man. If I've got Hearn just for like shitting on that PBC card, I take his point, but at the same time, the brass neck of this fucker, man, he come out and says it's a good card. Says, but he says just stick loads of fights on it. He says I've done it plenty of times myself. I know, mate. Charged, but is it $70 for it?
Yep.
Yeah. Tim Zoo literally just putting Keith Thurman on notice and that, so fucking Thurman better have his hospital bed sorted out. And Devin Haney is for just basically saying that Conor Benn's power has been left in the needle. So
that was a good one. I should have cut
that. That was a good one. One for that one, mate.
Lovely. Matty, what have you got for us, please?
I think that you have to give it to the Benn promotion, and the fact that there's such shitty fucking attendance for that fight. His jump to America has gone just awfully, and there's obviously no marketing genius behind this guy whatsoever. It's just pathetic what they're doing, and they have to be losing money hand over fist.
Yeah, the only way is up for Conor Benn. Any nominations from you, Rob?
Yeah, just Conor Benn for his response to Josh Kelly when he was like, "You're not." Josh Kelly was like, "I could cook." Conor Benn, and he's like, "Stay cooking in those leisure centers you're fighting in. You're not relevant." Not really realizing that he was fighting at fucking the only time Dan Raphael would see him at when they have the buffet in Las Vegas. Like he's fucking fighting at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, talking about fellas not relevant, and he can't knock out Pistol Pete. So, hands down, has to be Conor Benn, the most unlikable fighter in boxing today, as it stands.
Good stuff. Right, let's go through them quickly before we make our picks and get out of here. Nothing from Oz. Tyson Fury got nominated. The cut is genuine, says Tyson. We had Thurman. Rick Glazer going in on Thurman. The Rick Glazer account as well. We've got Con talking about Haney. We've got the round table. Crawford got a mention. Opportunities are rising. Opportunities for Lara as well. He can keep doing this, he says, till the end of time. Shakur down on his knees. Listen to old Justin there with the Isaac Lowe tweet. We had Sal Farrah against Mercado for the 9th time. We've got Oscar going in on Shakur. Oscar against Hands of Foam. We've got Cambosos owning Malinage. The fan scorecard. Sly Eddie. Fury with his boxer shorts. And Mauricio Suleiman failing to read the room. And the old bait and switch from Walter there with the review for DAZN. And the ones the boys threw in as well. Andy, who are you going for this week? Episode 558.
I'll go for Fury, mate, just for the banter.
Go for Fury this week. Who are you going for, Matty?
Conor Benn, come on.
Ooh.
Conor Benn and Matchroom. Might as well put them together since they just have to
Yeah,
be
but it's becoming a bullying segment, this, mate, if we can keep voting on Eddie and
Bully
stuff.
of the week.
Fuck it, I'm taking it back. I'm going to vote for Conor Benn as well. Fuck it.
There you go.
There you are. I'll throw in mine as well. Threesome. A bully in. Rob, are you going for?
Oh, Vince
Good
McMahon
bit of
again.
bullying never hurt anybody, but just be careful of this guy's mental health when you're talking about him. You know what I mean? He's very fragile. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, it's got to be
Piers
Conor Benn.
Morgan again, national TV.
Yeah,
Fucking-
you just got to, it's like you're walking on eggshells, right?
I mean, see, boy, see, next time you get Conor Benn and Piers Morgan having an interview, it should be fucking pitted on the X-rated channels because you two twats fucking sitting right there, man, on national television. Get them on the fucking
Just a
X-rated channels.
big baby, isn't he, Conor Benn? What's Devin Haney saying? Could you make put a 32-page dossier? Fuck off, you little shit. Fucking heated seats, asshole.
He's struggling in Vegas. He might not have a title, but he has a bit of a boost this weekend after his 12-round win over Peter Dobson, Conor Benn, and Matt Truman. Eddie, you are the Bellew of the Week winners for episode 558.
This should be the